Namae, it's Joinen. As I'm sure we're all aware, people on the internet like to exaggerate. They like to tell little stories that either make them seem super cool in a given situation or just somehow funny. This will always be true, and so like-minded people like to come together to debunk these stories, to laugh at the fact that people either try frame their own jokes as reality or heavily alter the facts of a situation to sensationalize the events that actually happened. Here in the Joinen community, we're always up for taking down some sensationalism. So that's what we're gonna do today. Everyone is playing volleyball. 5 random girls walk up to us. Them. You boys wanna play with 5 sexy girls? Tamim. Okay, if you find them, let me know. Skshik, skbacks, and slacks. I almost got arrested when I was 7 because I was putting that fake snow stuff in plastic sandwich baggies and giving them to all my friends, and more kids would come to me asking for snow, and one of the kids' parents found it and they thought it was cocaine, so they called the police on us, and they literally thought that a 7-year-old girl had created an underground drug distributing system. You know, I'm not super skeptical of this story. When I was in high school one time in religious education class, I was sharpening a white pencil onto the table, and I was an idiot and was using my student card to line it up. And I don't remember if I snorted it. I probably didn't. But at the very least, me and my friend were pretending to snort up this line of pencil sharpening that we had created. And our teacher saw it and was horrified and asked to see us after class. And so she kept us back after class, which was also after school, because she thought 2 kids were doing cocaine in the middle of religious education class. We tried to tell her it was pencil sharpenings. I honestly remember saying, why would kids be doing cocaine in the middle of class? So I don't really struggle to believe this one. It happens. So apparently when my sister and I were little, we took golfing classes and we got kicked out after a week. The reason being that the old white male instructor kept calling my 4-year-old sister Maria, Mary, after she told him several times that her name is pronounced Maria. Anyway, at one point he tells her, well, that doesn't matter anymore. You're in America now. And that distressed my sister so much that she hit him with her golf club. That's not what did the damage, though. What that all dude up is that when I saw my sister hit him from where I was standing, I ran over and started beating him up with my golf club. My mum says that I didn't know what the hell was happening, but I squared up. That's why we got kicked out. Don't you ever talk to me or my sister ever again. The fact that she doesn't remember this and says, so apparently, gives me a lot more reason to doubt this story. I feel like you don't forget something like that. But then again, I'm not quite sure why you would make up that story. See, Facebook, this is what happens when you don't teach your kids manners. I'm in Sam's, just trying to drink my shake and shop in peace, so I spot this kid struggling to get the door open to get some Eggos. So being the gentleman I am, I open the door. That's when this little demon from hell snaps her neck back 360 and yells mummy. This black man won't leave me alone. Now I could have walked away, but no. I pushed her little ass in there and kept it moving. Try opening that door now, little Sally. Peace. There's a few points to question here, but I don't even really understand what happened. He opened the door for this kid. Her head spun 360 degrees. She called out for her mum, and then what? You pushed her back in the fridge? Even if this did happen, why are you so proud of the fact that you were so petty about a kid that you shoved her back into a fridge? I hate my generation. Last night I was at another stupid party with millennials when the popular kids started to make fun of this kid for getting A's. So I beat them up, and then all their girlfriends asked me to date them, but they're also the stupid type that listen to music like rap. If that's not satire, that's hilarious. Got this from one of my ranger friends in S.A. Kruger National Park. Elephant helps lion cub after she and her mum got tired walking for miles to a waterhole. The elephant, from nowhere, came out to the bush and carried the lion cub for more than 2 miles to the nearest water spot. Nature is just awesome. Yeah, nature can be awesome, but I'm pretty sure that's just Photoshop. I accidentally jeweled in front of my mum, but she only saw the smoke and goes, what was that? So I immediately said, oh my god, you saw that too? And now I have to spend the rest of my life pretending my house is haunted. Yeah, I inject weed. So what? But don't tell my mum. Saw this comment on a Pumped Up Kicks video. I started playing this through the school speakers on the last day of finals, and everyone started thinking there was actually going to be a school shooting, because it's a song that's about a school shooting. Because that's a completely rational thought. Whenever I hear a romance song, people just spontaneously fall in love. Whenever I hear Despacito, I think I'm in a living meme. That's actually true. I actually cannot believe I parked in the co-op car park with my nan in the car and popped into co-op for some Sprite and then came out and walked home. I totally forgot I'd driven there and left my poor nan locked in the car. LaMayo. so hilarious. She actually died. Overheard by a friend. Oh good, this is already like third-hand information. Geek dude to a lady with Hawkeye shirt. Sarcastic. So did you even care about the Avengers before the movies? Hawkeye lady. Are you Sigourney Weaver? Geek dude. What? Hawkeye lady. Are you Sigourney Weaver? Geek dude. No. Hawkeye lady. Then why do you think I want to spend any time talking to your gatekeeper ass? Maybe I don't know enough about Marvel, but I don't know what this one means. My coworker posted this on Facebook. Group of 3 girls watches me walk down the hallway. Me. Afternoon, ladies. Wink. Girls. Giggling ensues with a bunch of smiles and winks as they watch me walk on by with the usual swagger in my step. I still got it. Yeah, look, if that actually happened, they weren't laughing because you had swagger in your step. Afternoon, ladies. Afternoon, me ladies. My nail lady was speaking to her employee in Vietnamese, and this lady was like, "Can you stop talking about me?" My nail lady goes, "Laurie, if I was gonna talk shit about you, I'd say it to your face in perfect English." I about choked laughing so hard, racist ass bitch. Woo! Similar thing happened to me the other night. My cab driver had My Life by 50 Cent and Eminem on and asked me if I wanted to change it to country. I responded by rapping the rest of the song word for word. Then the taxi clapped. Again, this is one of those ones, even if this did happen, it doesn't make you cool. Just imagine that situation. You just like sitting in the back of the car mumbling the words to yourself and the taxi driver's like, "I just asked if you wanted to change the music." While sitting in the airport waiting for my connecting flight, some blonde-haired, blue-eyed group of college kids thought it may be funny to take a poke at me, a Native American, minding my own business. They came over to me and said, laughing, "Hey, how does it feel that your ancestors sold Manhattan for a bag of beads?" And my reply to them was, "Hey, how does it feel to be descendants of thieves and murderers and rapists?" Well, that happened. And then all the planes clapped. If you're gonna make up a story, make it good. A couple of days ago, my brother was driving and he saw a camera flash at him, but he was going the speed limit, so he drove by it 5 more times thinking it was funny because he was doing nothing wrong, and today he got 6 tickets in the mail for driving without a seatbelt. No one has that much time. No one. You don't go past a speed camera for flashing at you 5 times because you think it's funny, and I really don't think they have cameras for seatbelts. Maybe they do. Maybe technology is smarter than I think. Me in class. Teacher, hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. Me, actually, I don't find it fun to celebrate genocide and colonization, so I spent this Thanksgiving blogging and protesting, but thanks. How was yours? Teacher. Class. Class begins to clap. No one ever claps, okay? People don't clap in everyday situations. Except for when they find a joke too funny and they do that white person thing, but even then it's only one clap. Last time someone broke into my house, they picked the lock on the front door. Unfortunately for them, I was sitting there finishing sharpening a basleth, pictured below. They slowly opened the door. I saw a gun, 9mm Glock, in their hands, and I swung the basleth. The gun hit the floor, along with the hand still gripping it. The thief running off in the night, screaming. Wow. You know, most of these I believe could have happened. There's no real reason to think they didn't, but this one absolutely happened. I told my great-granddad you can play as a woman in my World War II simulation. He stood up from his chair and left the room. I followed him into the other room where he just stared at the mirror. He shed a single tear while struggling to hold back more, whispered to himself, "This life, is this what we fought for? Is this what I fought for?" It's a very dramatic grandfather you've got there. My work got rubbed today and my coworker went up to him and was like, "You're a fucking asshole." And he was like, "Yeah, you're hot." She was like, "Thanks." He was literally rubbing us, and as soon as he complimented her, she was like, "Sidgy. It feels like it didn't happen. It's easier to assume it didn't, but it's such a strange story to come up with if it's not true." So my friend Angus and I accidentally bought matching suits for prom. Now we're an electric pop boy band that'll give you hay fever on sight. Maybe it's an accident, maybe it wasn't, but I feel like it's an unimportant part of the post anyway. My mum just informed me that my first word was quote, so now I'm going to make sure my last word before I die will be unquote. You've been blessed with a rare and epic opportunity. Quote is just sort of a noise. A baby totally could have made that noise. But I don't know, teenagers on Tumblr do like to frame jokes that they've come up with as real life events. So in one of my classes, there's this girl that is the stereotypical white girl, and she shows up every day 5 minutes late with a Starbucks, but today she came to class on time with messy hair and a Ravenclaw scarf, a Doctor Who shirt and an Aperture Science water bottle and about 10 other fandoms, and just sat down next to me and said, "I'm so sorry, basic girl converts to Tumblr." Okay, new videos every weekday, or every second weekday just for this month. Get your wholesome merch in the link below. I'll see you next time.